My mother and I, we have a complicated relationship. See, it's not that we don't love each other. We do. We love each other very much. It's just that we haven't yet figured out how to get along with each other. And so, any time we spend together is unpredictable, to say the least. A few months ago, having heard that I was in the area, she called me. Vama, வீட்டுக்கு வா வந்து இருந்துட்டு போ. Means come home, stay overnight. See, I hadn't anticipated staying overnight anywhere, and I wasn't packed for anything. I had no clothes, no toiletries, nothing. And my parents, they live in a small village with almost zero facilities. There's just a tiny petty shop selling toothpaste and soap, and that's probably hammam. Anyway, it's home, and I thought we'll manage, and I went. The next morning, this conversation, I had taken one of her saris to wear. So she says, nice sari. And so I say, yeah, ma, I know. I got it for you, remember? It's an Udupi cotton, and I got it for you. Nice sari. So she says, red sari ku mustard blouse. So I'm like, ma, I like contrasts. So she's like, sorry. I don't understand you modern young girls. Anything with anything. We always took such pride in perfect matches. Now see, not only am I almost 50, I'm also a grandmother. So young. I just smile and I let it go. And then she says, where's the skirt? And I'm like, no ma, not wearing a skirt. Huh? Skirt podaliya. You're wearing a sari with no underskirt? And I'm like, yeah. And she says, aren't your ideas konjam extremes sometimes? And I'm like, come on, ma. This is not transparent. I'll just knot the sari around my waist and I'll tuck the pleats in. And after all, didn't your mother wear her sari like that? And didn't your grandmother wear her sari like that? So she thinks and she says, Kittakamachi wore her sari like that, but she was a widow. My mother, she was always decently dressed. Decently dressed. Okay. And she says, anyway, why would you want to dress like a village woman? And I laugh and I say, that's because I am a village woman. You are from Attipalayam. My father is from Ilersinendal. We can't get more village than that. Then I'm like, wait, one moment. And I look at myself in the mirror. Ma, you think I can get away with no blouse? She is horrified. She's horrified. By now, she doesn't know whether I'm joking or not, and she's dumbstruck. She doesn't want to know whether I'm joking or not. She's just afraid she might find out that I'm actually serious. So she sits quietly in her chair, in silence, till I pick up the blouse. Sleeves fit agada. They fit. Body fit agad. It fits. Perfect. And I'm like, no, not perfect. It would be perfect if it were 2 inches lower, 3 inches higher, maybe 5 inches deeper in the back. And she's like, Chichi, shameless. Is this how you talk to your mother? It is so much fun to wind my mother up. And it's so easy. It's just so much fun. And she's always scandalized by the things that I come up with. So she sits and waits for me to finish getting dressed. And when I'm done, she takes a bindi and presses it onto my forehead. One of her bindis, a dark red bindi. And she picks up some jasmine that she's picked from the kitchen garden fence the previous day. And she's tied for me. And she pins it in my hair. And she stands back to look at me. See, my mother and I, we have a complicated relationship. all my life for her, I've either been to this or to that, and I've trained my ears not to hear. So I'm starting to turn away when she puts her hand out and she stops me and she looks at me and she says, Lakshanam. And she steps forward and she swipes her hands down the sides of my face and she cracks her knuckles against her temples. And we look at each other, awkward. I'm dumbstruck. This moment is new, it's tender. We don't know what to do with it. She turns around to the cupboard and she takes something from a drawer and she hands it to me. And I reach for it and I look at it, and all of a sudden, all these words that are bubbling in my head and all these emotions that are tumbling up in my heart, it seems like they slide into my throat and they stick there. This is a plastic beaded necklace that I used to wear in college 30 years ago. You left it behind, she says, and it reminded me of you. Wear it now. It'll go with your sari. I left home soon after, but not before I'd taken a photograph. My mother, me, red sari, mustard blouse, and the 30-year-old necklace with the yellow plastic beads. Thank you.
I love Kommune and Kommune loves me. We're a happy family. So you can do the same by liking, sharing and subscribing. And you can press the bell icon somewhere there. Here?